What's going on, dudes? So, I think I finally discovered what week it is. I'm pretty sure we're on week 10. Like, goddamn, where did all the time go? But yeah, I think I'm like 90% sure we're on week 10. Which is crazy because that means one more week of training and then we test. Dude, I am pissed. My axle bar is all fucked up. The movers fucked me so hard, dude. All my shit is so fucked up. I'm so pissed. Now, I know it's going to get dinged up eventually, but I mean, come on, bro. Like, oh my God, it just pisses me off so much. Anyway, I'm going to try not to think about it. I like, anyway. Jesus Christ. Point is, we're in week 10, so we got one more week of training, and then we test. I don't know, man. I mean, I guess, it is what it is, dude. Shit happens. It is what it is, bro. Like, I don't really know what else to tell you, you know what I mean? Like, we're just gonna fucking go for it, dude, and hopefully we put up something that's, remotely acceptable. But, that's also kind of how life goes sometimes, so I'm trying not to freak out about it. But as far as today's concerned, we didn't have any prep time for this because it's week 10. And I missed like 2 dynamic effort weeks over the past like month. So like we're not even remotely prepped for what I'm supposed to do today. But I mean, it it is what it is, dude. So this is 5s. And I don't do 5s for dynamic effort except for bench. Because the movement is so relatively easy for me because my arms are short and like range of motion is pretty minimal. Like, yeah. And so we can do sets of 5 and kind of power through it on one breath. Maintaining your speed for 5 reps is fucking brutal. It's even worse when you consider we're doing 30 reps. So yeah, we're doing 6 sets of 5. Same rest period. And you just try to hold on to that speed, man, for as long as you can. Previous average is pretty low, actually, at 122, because this is the axle. I'm not as good on the axle compared to the straight bar. But the average, I believe, was like 0.76, and then I did it again like a week later, and I think I got like 0.78. So, I mean, if we're able to speed it up and get like 0.8, shit, I mean, honestly, even like, yeah. I mean, even a 0.79 would be sick because 5 reps is a lot. So your average is heavily weighted per set. So, I mean, you gotta be pretty locked the fuck in. But if we can average like a 0.8, like that'd be fucking sick at 122. And remember, this bar is only 22 pounds, not 45, so the weight won't line up with what you traditionally think is 120. So anyway, we got this, and then I don't really remember some of the... we're doing like barbell floor press, and then we got a cool like push-pull combo that I like to do. You guys haven't seen that before. That shit is sick as fuck. I'm gonna be pretty happy showing that one to YouTube. And then I think it's push-pull combo straight into our rear delt work. I don't think I'm doing a pull-up. At least I don't remember if we are. Oh, no, we're doing lat pull-downs. That's what it was. Yeah, it's lat pull-downs. And then we're going into rear delt stuff. It's a pretty pumpy day, I'm not going to lie. It's pretty fucking pumpy. So I'm not going to yap for too long. We're just going to go ahead and do the first set right now. 5 reps. Remember, the first couple are going to be, kind of slow. And then as I kind of, cheer up here, we'll get a little bit faster. Standard grip. Ooh, that bar is nice and light. And one of my bands just broke. Look at that. Crazy. One of my bands just broke. Oh no, RIP, baby. Funny part is, these bands have lasted several years. Like literally several years training this way, so it was a good run while it lasted. All right, let's try this again. I got I guess the Monster Mini blues, and I don't double these because these all are way heavier than the other blues that I had on, the minis. Um, so we'll see how these hold up. And hold up, I mean like in terms of tension, because these are pretty fucking heavy. I guess I could use my blacks. My blacks might be a little lighter than these, but we'll see. I'll order some new bands today, because I'm pretty much losing all of them by now. I mean, yeah. I at least need to replace those. Let's see. I might get a second pair of blacks. Anyway, it is what it is. Let's see how this feels. I'm gonna have to do a couple slow reps just to see the tension. It actually doesn't feel too bad. Whoop. I think it's fine as long as it's not doubled. I think like that, it'll probably be fine. Sorry, I'm throwing you guys around right now on the mic. We'll go ahead and load up 112. All right. This is 112. Our goal weight is 122, so we're not quite there yet. But I want to feel this out first before I jump straight there. Looking pretty fast. The last one was still 0.9. It's pretty fast. All right, so we got 124 on the bar. Technically a 122, but with the clips on there, it brings it up to 124. I mean, we were moving pretty fast at 112, man. We're at 0.9 on the last rep. So that's a huge green flag. Hopefully I didn't just jinx myself and now we're slow as crap when we go to do these 30 reps. But this band already looks like it's shearing too, so that's a great sign. Sarcasm. So hopefully these hold in too. Luckily the weight's light enough to where, you know, if something does happen, I probably won't fuck myself up or fuck myself up too bad. But anyway, 6 sets of 5. Rest period's going to be anywhere between like 45 to 60. Probably closer to 60 just because it is 5 reps. And that 5 reps is very fatiguing. So, with all that being said, let's fucking get after it, dude. Yeah, I mean, we're pretty fast, dude. 0.93 on the last one. I mean, that's a huge red flag, or green flag. Not a red flag. I mean, red flag in terms of you went too light. Again, sets of 5. We're going for 30 total. Ugh. Pretty fast, bro. Pretty fast. 0.91. Keep it moving. 10 down. 20 to go. I'm just going to stay down here. I'm not going to sit up in between sets. I don't want to ruin my focus. We're really fast today, so I want to maintain this speed. Ugh. 0.91 again, we're halfway, dude. We are cruising, dude. We are demolishing this shit right now. Gotta maintain my focus. It could go up. I kind of want to, but I don't know. I don't really want to ruin the pace that I got here. Slowing down, just a hair. It was 0.9, but that's 20 reps down. We got 10 to go. It's 20, right? We're moving very fast. This is great. Oh. Sped it back up. 5 left. Feeling very strong here. Very strong. Ooh, Slaughter to Prevail just came on. I like that, dude. I like that for the last set. If you guys like Slaughter to Prevail, which I know they've had some controversial shit, just because of honestly probably who they are. Oh, let me know if you listen to them, and if you do listen to them, some similar sounds that you like, because it's recently a new genre that I'm into, like that heavy metal. Like Slaughter to Prevail heavy. Nice. I got a friend of mine that sends me music all the time. He's like, you would probably like this. I love that shit, dude. So if you guys have music that you like, link it in the comments, because I'll always take a listen. I listen to anything. All right, 0.92 was the average on that last rep. I know we just murdered this shit. I know we did. It's 30 reps. take a gander, dude. 0.93 average. Holy fuck. We killed it. Dude, that's almost 0.2 faster on average than our previous. Like, that's actually insane. So that's the most insane difference we've had so far. So anyway, we're gonna move on to floor press. So I gotta move some of this crap out of the way. Floor press is with the same bar. We'll use the axle. So we keep the same bar, we just reduce range of motion. So yeah, and I believe it's for heavy fives, I think. So we'll see what we can do. Let's get after it. All right, so floor press for 5, same bar. Right. Step number 2. That is 202, I believe. Previous max was on the straight bar. It was like 230. So normally my axle is weaker than my straight bar. So I might take it easy and go for a match and kind of see how the match feels, and then try and go for more. We'll see. Here we are at 232. I was gonna do an interim jump, but then I thought, fuck it. So here we are, 232 for the 5. I reckon it'll be pretty hard, but I don't know. I feel like we got it, dude. I'm not gonna stress it too much. We're gonna do it. As simple as it is. We're gonna do it. I was thinking, I think I do prefer setting up and like bracing and like getting into position with feet up. And then once I have unracked the bar, then I go extended leg and brace from there, or like re-brace as needed from there. So I think I'm gonna do that again. Because trying to unrack with feet extended sucks fucking balls. So I'm not gonna do that again. Oh, I am procrastinating. Yes, I know. Alright, let's fucking do it, bro. I know you just want to see me staple myself here. Never mind, that was not nearly as hard as I thought it was going to be. We're going to do one more. Alright. What did I say? 202, 242. Yeah, because 232 didn't feel that bad, I'm going to be honest with you. It was heavy, but it didn't feel that bad. It moved pretty well, so. I'm going to go for a 10-pound PR. Because it was that easy. One thing that helps too, if you're new to pressing with the axle bar, if you're unfamiliar with like a bulldog grip, basically it just means that you, like, I don't know if you guys can see this, but internally rotate the hand so that you're like this. That way you can get the axle like right above both forearm bones. And then maintain that grip and then externally rotate the arm. That's a bulldog grip. That sets you up really well for axle. It works for a straight bar too, like a regular power bar. But it's more noticeable on the axle because of the way the bar like sits in your hand. And if you haven't used a bulldog grip before, it does take some getting used to for sure. But I attribute the bulldog grip to like why my bench press is so good. Because like once I learned how to do bulldog like really well, like dude, bench exploded. Obviously with more repetitions, but like that setup with the arm just like honestly just changed like how the bench press felt, how strong it felt coming off the chest. Like, yeah, highly recommend if you're not already bench pressing that way. So again, just for a reiteration, all it is internally rotating the hand so that you're kind of all of your fingers, except for like maybe the pinky, are facing inward, right? So the bar kind of sits between the index and the thumb, right on top of both forearm bones. And then once you take your grip, externally rotate the arm. Oh. Oh. Easy peasy. All right, you guys are gonna love this one. You guys are gonna love this one. So this is kind of a, I don't know, maybe like, you know, functional doofus training. You know, I mean, this is a little circus tricky for sure. But I remember the first time that I did this, and I was like, damn, dude, that feels fucking awesome. Like, if you can set it up, like, it feels fucking great. And there's a few different ways to do it, and they all feel pretty good, but this is definitely my favorite. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into it. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my band, which is probably easier to grab the landmine first, but here's what we're gonna do. Support leg, because we're gonna be in a half kneel. Support leg is gonna be on the same side as the barbell. Pick that bad boy up. And obviously, once you get some big boy weight on there, you're probably gonna have to do barbell first, then band. And then from here, we push and pull, and we maintain our stability here with the hips. We don't want to teeter-totter. We don't want this leg all the way out here. We want our hips square. And all I'm gonna do, let that go. This is gonna go over here. We gotta switch legs. Switch sides. I gotta turn just a little bit here. Whoa. Might actually have to be right here. My landmine's at a little bit of an awkward angle. There we go. Oh, come on, get over there. That might work. That might work. Just gotta be a little more delicate. Woo, buddy. Some of you may be asking, but Trevor, what's the point of something like that? You're underloading both the push and the pull. It just sucks at everything. And, well, It certainly may not be maximal loading for a press or a pull. That is kind of the point, because you're training more so the hip dynamic stability. So your ability to actually stabilize the pelvis, both laterally and front to back. And then also like kind of like the synchronous movement between sides, right? So the mind muscle coordination between being able to reciprocate these actions, provide stability to the hips, and not fuck it up. That's kind of like the functional training answer, right? For like, what is it training? Because not everything is just more muscle, get stronger, even though both of those things are super important. And realistically, if you look at the bulk of the videos that I put out, is that not what we've done literally 99% of the time. You know what I mean? Like, this doesn't happen often. But with that being said, we have testing week, what, 2 weeks from now? So this is a way to just kind of dial back some stuff, because you still train heavy throughout the week, right? But like, not everything is going to beat the shit out of me. Some things are going to be a little bit more doofusy to give my body a break and to train some other stuff, you know? And whether you see the value in that, you know, in the qualities that it does train, you know, that's arguably subjective, because it is training those things, regardless of what you think. But to see the validity in it is subjective. And I don't necessarily expect people to agree with training something like this. I mean, I don't. I've seen how people act online, you know, whenever they see stuff like this, and they're like, oh, that's just fucking retarded. Like, nobody's going to do that, blah, 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 whatever. And, you know, people are going to say what they're going to say, and it is what it is. I'm not necessarily trying to convince anybody to do anything. But when you see these videos, I mean, this is what I do. You know, none of this shit is just made up for the sake of, you know, internet clout. Like, no one cares, you know, especially me. Oh. Woo, shifting around. Looks like my landmine kind of came undone there. Let me fix that real quick. A little bit of a balancing act there. Woo, buddy. All right, guys, we got a multi-grip pull down. No straps, because I don't know if it'll be that big of a deal. I hope not. But we got 4 sets, and each set is going to be with the same weight, hopefully, and a different grip. So typically what I do is wide, medium or military, chin, and then neutral grip. So it basically goes from weakest position to strongest. And it's 12 reps a pop, give or take like 60 to 75 in between sets. And I got 135 on the stack, up 5 pounds from the previous of 130. I don't remember how hard this was, so hopefully I did it without straps. We'll see. If I fuck it up, well, you know, it is what it is. I'm not perfect. Oh, God, that's fucking heavy, too. We're cooked. It's over. Ooh. Now we're going military. Oh, man. All right, military. So we're inside the bin. This is arguably the hardest one right here. Wide doesn't feel too bad whenever I do it. This is the worst one. We got chin next. Chin then neutral. All right, guys. Chin grip. So that is supinated hands. Going about just inside shoulder width, give or take. This one's kind of bad too when your biceps are fried. Oh. Oh, buddy. Oh. Oh, fuck. Now the neutral handles go on, and we do neutral. Final set of 12. All right, last one, fellas. Neutral grip. The Angles 90s are up there. That allows me to get the neutral grip off the lap bar. And 12 reps, bro. Fucking go. Now this is pretty close. This is like inside clavicle. So kind of like if you were looking at yourself in the mirror, it's kind of like where your collarbone kind of protrudes. It's like literally just outside of that is normally where I like close neutral. Medium neutral is again like right inside shoulders or shoulder width, like somewhere around there. Close neutral though, we're like right outside the collarbone where it protrudes from your neck or from your chest. If it does actually protrude. Some people don't have a prominent collarbone. Anyway, not the point. Oh yeah, that's heavy, buddy. Oh, fuck me, dude. Hey guys, we are at the tail end. This is going to be a 2-minute blaster. YTI. 2 minutes on the clock. We're just going to do as many reps as we can. Every time we hit failure, we basically just cluster it. So like 10, 15 seconds, and then you do it again. Try not to hit failure super early, but there's no problem if you do, because you do only have 2 minutes. So, but it's going to turn into the longest 2 minutes of your fucking life. I'll tell you that right now. So anyway, I got the clock going. We're going to go ahead and start it right now. It's 2 minutes and 10 seconds. So I have some time to grab my dumbbells and get in position here. But it's YTIs. 3, 2, 1, and we just bang out, dude. We're here for 2 minutes. So don't get in a pickle too early. Three. Oh yeah, that's heavy already. Trying to get the 10 here. Oh. Oh. Woo. Already down to about 1 minute here. So that's 30 reps down. Whew. Shake it out a little bit. Get right back to work. Because like I said, in 2 minutes, it feels like hell when you're actually doing the reps. But by the time it's over, you'll be like, oh damn, that was a fast 2 minutes. I'm trying to maintain my ROM here too. 13. Oh fuck. 14. 15. Oh. Is that 16? It's not too bad actually. Come on. 16 was at 48. Say 48 reps. We had the 15s as well, which 15 is fucking brave when you're doing YTIs. I normally use 10s, but because it was a blaster, I was like, I kind of just want to see how many I can get. 16's not bad. Whew. All right. That's all for today, man. So I'm gonna get on out of here. It's a good workout. Monday is week 11. I don't even know if you guys can see me. I think I'm literally just a silhouette right now. I'm sorry. This lighting is so fucking bad. But it's kind of the nature of things over here. That's how it is. Whoa, almost lost my camera. That's close. Oh, that's a little better, I guess. Looking like the fucking Two-Face here with half my face on the dark. But anyway. Week 11. Sorry, I know that fan's probably right in the way. Let me scoot back just a little bit. Dude, I'm just all over the place. So, week 11 coming in hot. And then testing week, man. It's gonna be a toughie, that's for sure. I'm remaining optimistic only because this block has gone really well. For the most part, like all those days that we missed max efforts, I want to say all of those days, I legitimately did not feel like it was a PR day. I wouldn't really dare to say that any of those training sessions I went into like, oh yeah, dude, I'm feeling great. We're gonna smoke this shit, like whatever. Like every single one that we failed, it was like, I don't know about today. And so that has me optimistic because under the right circumstances, we've killed every session. Like even the ones where we failed the max effort, the rest of the session was fucking killer. So I am quite optimistic going into 12 2 weeks from now, or I guess a week from now. And some goals on the menu, just in case anyone is unaware. I'll probably say this a few more times because my goals might change a little bit in terms of like realistic goals. Sorry, I'll probably edit that out. Edit what out? So anyway, the deadlift I believe is first because it's my worst lift, and then I bench, and then I squat at the end of the week because squat I'm actually pretty confident in. If anything, heavy squats just make me super nervous because it's just a shit ton of weight on your back. Like it's just terrifying in general. But deadlift, I would like 500. I don't really know if 500's there. I smoked a 485 last test. Like the 485 was like pretty smooth. 15 pounds I feel like is very reasonable. I feel like 15 pounds is very reasonable. I just think I'll either get in my head about it or something will happen. You know what I mean? Something will happen. But I don't know. I would be pretty stoked to hit five. That would be absolutely huge because my deadlift sucks fucking balls. Um, bench, I've hit 350 before, but I think it was like a fluke. Because since then, 335 to 345 has always been like kind of like a barrier. So I mean, I don't know. We'll see if I can. I think in terms of bench, like I'm kind of optimistic about my bench. Like I was thinking, like by the time I'm 40 and I'm 35 right now, like I could probably hit 405 um, before I'm 40, if not by the time I'm 40, which I know is 5 years. But like the stronger you get, in the way I train, I don't really train balls to the wall. You know what I mean? Like it's how I've remained injury free for so long. And I'm not willing to be injured just for a PR. Like I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? I just train to train. But anyway, like 405 would be pretty sick. But that's like a super long term goal. For the test, I would like to just hit 350 again because I haven't hit it since, nor anything close to it. And so that's kind of got me a little, I don't know what happened to my bench. My bench was blowing up and then all of a sudden it just like, I don't know, fell off a cliff. But I would like to try and hit 350. Obviously, a PR would be fucking sick, but I'm not really too concerned about bench because it's just my best lift for sure. Uh, squat, squat's been cruising, man. Squat's been feeling good pretty much every time I do them. Just in terms of the technique, like I don't know, man, squats just feel buttery. Previous record on squat is 420, I believe. I think it's 420. So a 425 would be sick. Anything over 425 would be even better. So I just want to get comfortable with hitting 405 more often, really. Um, but whatever. That's what's on the menu. Those are my current PRs, kind of what I'm aiming for. That's all I got for today. I'm feeling good. Hopefully, we pick up the speed a little bit for testing week. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios.